Adventure. We're up here in Bonners Ferry, KBFI, 1450 AM and 1400 in Sandpoint, Idaho. And we have been having a kind of a fun show. You know, it's been a great winter. We've had gentle snow that has covered it snowed yesterday and it was melted in an hour, and yet Schweitzer got 11 inches. Yeah. So it's really nice to be able to have snow for some of the businesses that utilize that. And one of those businesses is joining me right now, which is Western Pleasure Guest Ranch. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Now, tell everybody who you are.
I'm Janice Schoonover, owner and co-operator of Western Pleasure Guest Ranch.
And I'm Roley Schoonover, the other co-operator.
And I have to ask you, when did you start the Guest Ranch? What's the history behind it?
Well, the ranch itself has been in our family since 1940. My grandpa, Riley Wood, came here from Colorado in 1940 and founded his dream ranch on Upper Gold Creek. So that's the beginning of the ranch. It has a long history. But the Western Pleasure Guest Ranch was started in the 90s, early 90s. We started by just doing horseback rides, sleigh rides, and then we built cabins, our log cabins, 91, 92, and the lodge was built in 96.
Now, you just said where it's located, Upper Gold Creek, but give us a real idea of where it is.
It is 16 miles northeast of Sandpoint. You go off of Highway 200 onto the Colburn Culver Road, and then by Northside School, go back past that a little bit, up Gold Creek, and then up Upper Gold Creek.
Now, I love the ranch, and I'm out there all the time taking pictures. One of my favorite little areas, when you're talking about the Selly Valley and that whole region, I just think it's a wonderful area. You almost have, at times, 360-degree views of the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, I love your website, and I'm a Facebook friend. Do you have a website and a Facebook page? Obviously, I just gave it away.
Yes, you did.
Now, I was very proud to find out that the pictures that I had given to the chamber were given out to a production company in Gig Harbor. And you guys actually, that company used a couple of those pictures for your recent video. It's a wonderful production.
Yes, it is.
How can people find that video?
The video was done by Northwoods Productions, and which is done by Ronnie Finney, who is a local native of Sandpoint. I don't know if you knew that. And you can go onto YouTube, just Google Western Pleasure Guest Ranch. It's going to come up there, or you can go onto our website, westernpleasureranch.com, and on the upper right-hand corner, there's a link to that site, to that website. There's a video there as well. I
would like to see other businesses do those kind of efforts, because that, to me, I see that and then I want to go there. And you don't see that. You know, we're still kind of in the Stone Ages here, so I salute you for taking the effort to do something, and it's classy and it looks wonderful. But you also show many of the different things that happen at the Guest Ranch. So tell us about some of the things that you can do at the Western Pleasure Guest Ranch.
Some of the things that we do. Well, our main activity is horseback riding. That's the mainstay of what we do. But in the summertime, we do a traditional dude ranch package. And so we have folks staying with us anywhere from 7 days to 3 days. And we do all their lodging, 3 meals a day, and all the horseback riding they can handle. And then usually some kind of an evening entertainment. We'll do the Dutch oven dinner night. We try to get people out on the lake on the Shaughnees one night.
Lake Pend Oreille cruises.
You got to enjoy all the thrills of the area. Yeah.
Yep, Linda's great.
Sorry, Linda.
We love you, Linda.
She's down in Arizona right now, I think, right?
Yeah.
But so those are some of the activities that we do in the summertime. But and then as we transition into the fall, we do more of a bed and breakfast type stay. And again, horseback rides are available until the snow flies, like right now. And we're doing Christmas parties, company parties, sleigh rides, and
corporate
retreats, weddings.
Well, and all the other things that go along with it, a little relaxing while the sun goes down and playing and tossing some horseshoes and sitting there telling stories by the fire. Does anyone ever break out a guitar?
Oh, yes.
Because I'll come by. I'll bring my guitar and come by.
One of the Brad Unick, who works for us full time, he is quite the songwriter, and so he has written many ranch songs, and Roley has too.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
So that's part of the Dutch oven. That's part of the Dutch oven cookout. Is that after we have dinner, then we sit around and Roley gets out his mandolin, and our kids both play fiddle.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Brad plays guitar, and they sing songs, and we play some of the ranch songs, and we have a great time. Guests love that. Love it.
Let's talk about your guests and where they sleep. Now, are there different cabins? Is there one big lodge? What are the lodging options?
Yes. We have a big log lodge. It's a 10,000 square foot log lodge. It has 6 guest rooms in it. It was designed and built by, my dad was instrumental in all of that. Jim Wood, he did all the design work, and he spent a year up there working, and so we all put lots of hours into the lodge. So it has 6 guest rooms in it, a big great room. That's where a lot of our big events are. We have a rec room downstairs with a pool table, TV area. And then we have 4 log cabins, 4 private log cabins. 3 of them they're great for families.
They'll sleep 6.
Yeah, they'll sleep 6.
So they're not tiny cabins.
No, they're not tiny. No, they're not tiny. And then this last year, we built our latest cabin, which is, we call it the Meadowview cabin, and it's just beautiful. It sits right on the edge of the hill, and you get to see the valley, the view of the valley, and it's all decorated horsey, which is my favorite cabin.
So if I'm going to come up there and stay, let's say this summer, what would be included in a package?
Your lodging, all 3 meals, your evening activities, like I said, a cruise on the Lake Pend Oreille, Dutch oven cookout, skeet shooting.
Skeet shooting.
Yes, skeet shooting.
Like
Horseshoes, archery, scavenger hunt on horseback, wagon rides, cow sorting. They debuted that last year at the fair. We're going to be doing a little bit more of that at the ranch.
So if I'm not it immediately comes to mind, there are 2 different things. Dude ranches, for people who know nothing about horses, and you must kind of guide people through the process of how to put on a saddle and how to get onto the horse. But then also there are people who are horsemen, and they know something about horses. Do you kind of cater to both groups and everything in between?
We do, and that's kind of the beauty of our ranch. What makes us a little more different is that because we're smaller, we're able to cater to smaller groups, and we try to keep our rides smaller so that we can meet those people's individual expectations. And exactly, because we do get people who've never ridden before, and so you have to work with them a little bit differently than the people who are more experienced and ridden a lot.
How do you pick your horses for the ranch, and what breeds you have? And I'm just kind of throwing that out there because we're famous for having beautiful Icelandic ponies. Okay, I can't imagine what horses are like to ride during winter. But anyway, what kind of breeds of horses do you use?
Well, depends on the season. And this time of year, doing our sleigh rides, we have the draft horses, and so we've got.
How many hands is a draft horse?
Well, our tallest one's a little over 18 hands.
Wow.
2,000 pounds.
Wow.
2,000 pounds, yeah. So, and we have everything except Clydesdales in the draft horse breed.
Wow.
Percherons, Belgians, Shires.
Yeah, that's ours. You know, everybody asks about if they're Clydesdales or not, so but we don't have those. And then our riding stock is mostly quarter horses and Appaloosas. And I grew up with quarter horses. Janice grew up with Appaloosas, and so we have a mixture of those and a few paints thrown in too.
So that's called marriage, right?
Yes.
You take a Appaloosa and a quarter horse, and you get a paint pony.
We've got a few of those too. Yeah. We got a few of those.
And Appaloosas are the state horse, so you got to have those up there.
Yes.
You know, and I mention stuff like that all the time: the Syringa, the State Flower, the Mountain Blue Jay, and that's something I'd never talked about before. So I didn't know the Appaloosa was a state horse.
Yes.
What about kids? Do you have any youth programs?
We have done a horse youth camp for years. And so we do a great horsemanship program. We have a lot of great opportunity for the kids at the ranch.
I didn't realize we were running down so far in time. Do you have any specials running right now that you can tell me in 30 seconds?
Half price special, Monday through Thursday lodging. If you stay 2 nights or more, it's half price.
And are you Western Pleasure Guest Ranch, or is it westernpleasure.com? What's the website?
westernpleasureranch.com.
westernpleasureranch.com.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love the Western Pleasure Guest Ranch. I think it's a great business for us to have here. It really is the epitome of what North Idaho is all about.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for coming on the show. We wish you the best winter season ever.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Hey guys, we'll see you next.